letter.
Coom here. Baseball's been around a long time, since the 1800s, when pitchers threw underhand. You know what's been around even longer? Yingling. Yingling started brewing in 1829. People were drinking a cold Yingling before baseball even existed. No box scores, no seventh-inning stretches, just great beer that stood the test of time for 197 years. So next time you're at a ballpark, grab a Yingling Traditional Lager, because just like baseball, legends stand the test of time. Yingling is proud to be the official beer of the CUBS radio network.
DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, PA.
From the warehouse to the work site, Fitzgerald Equipment keeps Illinois and Wisconsin businesses moving with forklifts, rentals, and expert service. Featuring heli forklifts built to go the distance. Visit FitzgeraldEquipment.com. Trusted equipment powered by Heli. Fitzgerald Equipment. Material handling handled. Proud partner of CUBS Radio.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
When buying your next car, let Consumers Credit Union put you in the driver's seat with competitive rates and flexible terms. Join the people in your corner at myconsumers.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
This Friday night, head to CUBS Corner.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
With these designs, I wanted to bring out the Old English letter font, but add a twist to it. This is one I've developed over the years and used on a lot of tattoos. You could tell a sign painter or a lettering person by their numbers. That reveals a lot about them. It's an honor to design for the Dodgers. It's almost gone beyond sports, even into fashion. People wear LA caps all over the world.
During the offseason of 1888 to 1889, Spalding took a group of big leaguers on the first worldwide barnstorming tour.
This is Spalding.
Yes.
You look at the Spalding, you're like, wait a second. No, this is the backstory. Okay, this is great.
Stops included New Zealand, Italy, France, and even Egypt, where they played in front of the pyramids. Spalding's contributions to baseball history don't end there.
Do you know the story of Doubleday and the invention of baseball?
Please
tell us.
Enlighten us.
When a 71-year-old Cooperstown native came forward, baseball officially had a birthplace in Cooperstown.
If I'm in the presence of this baseball, does it give you powers to become a better baseball player?
I've been here 5 years and playing baseball through all of it. I don't think I've gotten better.
And whether it's the World Series or the wonders of the ancient world, there's no debating that baseball connects us all.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Tired of talking about losing. To be able to talk about win, to me, is a big deal, and it speaks volumes to where this team is right now.
David Haugh and Jared Payton.
I'm excited like everybody else.
Starting your day with Bears Talk, 5:30 till 10 a.m. Coming Monday on Chicago's Sports Radio, 104.3 The Score.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55-plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Surround yourself in color with Regal Select from Benjamin Moore. Rich, durable, and effortlessly beautiful. Find yours at your locally owned retailer. Visit BenjaminMoore.com today.
All Cubs triples and saves are sponsored by Northern Illinois Food Bank. Help close the door on hunger. Visit solvehungertoday.org. Cubs in Arizona. This is the Cubs radio pregame show driven by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Buick and GMC dealers. Time now to check on who's hot and cold. Sponsored by Plumbers 911. Plumbing emergency? Call 1-833-PLUM-911. Local 130 plumbers get the job done right the first time. Boy, Ian Happ starting to heat up. He's batting .308 over his last 7 games with 3 home runs and 10 RBIs. The cold, Pete Crow Armstrong is 0 for 8 in this series. He's batting .185 over his last 7 games, 5 for 27, but he does have 3 home runs. On the injury report, right-hander Ben Brown experienced symptoms in his neck after a throwing session yesterday. It worsened as the hours went on, so Brown will have to check in with the medical staff again before they're able to go forward. Coming up, Saya next on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Great Cubs guests all season long. The Rahimi and Brody Show, middays 10 to 2 on 104.3 The Score.
For 120 years, Sloan has led the way in innovation, water efficiency, and sustainability, a legacy that has extended to the friendly confines. As the official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs, Sloan has supported fans with hygienic restroom products at Wrigley Field for over a century. Today, Sloan's bottle fillers provide Cub fans with clean drinking water while helping reduce plastic waste. This season, Sloan continues to redefine what smart restroom design looks like. Learn more at sloan.com and go Cubs go!
Hey, baseball fans, step up to the plate like a pro with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. Circa Sports is sports betting the way it should be, with no bet fees in Illinois. Circa Sports brings you player-friendly pricing, enhanced in-game options, exceptional customer service, and more. Whether you're betting with the home team or scouting the next big matchup, take your swing with the Circa Sports app. Start betting like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com. Shop Grand Appliance for expert advice, fast delivery, and the lowest prices every day on top brands like Electrolux, Frigidaire, and more. Visit grandappliance.com for full details.
Today's veteran of the game is Arcia Moss from Chicago, who served in the United States Navy. Thank you for your service. Sponsored by JeffBuysYourHouse.com. Veteran-led and trusted since 2007. Cubs Diamondbacks in Arizona. This is the Cubs radio pregame show driven by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Buick and GMC dealers. In our Cubs conversation, joined by Seiya Suzuki and interpreter Edwin Stanberry. And we started out by asking Seiya about his thoughts on Nico Horner saying that Suzuki has the most impressive batting practices of any Cub.
Yes. I've never thought so, but I'm glad that he thinks that way.
He said the ball comes off your bat harder and faster than anyone else on the team, and that your techniques are a little different than everybody else. And I'm sure you've noticed that. What do you do that's a little different just based on your training back in the day in Japan?
Yes, I think it's more so to do with the environment. Baseball here and baseball in Japan, it's the same game, but the way it's played is different. Also, I think what you see as a kid growing up changes, if you watch Major League hitters versus Japanese hitters, you kind of see stuff that it's different growing up. So I think what you pick up is different. I think the swing itself is very similar to everybody else. I think the way I use my body might be slightly different. I try to think about more being balanced and, connecting with the ball. But I think in terms of, power, I'm no match for a lot of the guys over here. But for me, in order to hit for power, I need to use my entire body, just making sure that I'm balanced.
Now that you've been doing this for a few years at the major league level and you're having success doing it, what was the toughest adjustment for you as a player here?
I think for me, it's been making sure my body is properly conditioned. I think coming over from Japan to here, in the U.S. you play way more games, and you play every single day. And I think, as a Japanese player, it's when things aren't going well, I want to get more practice and I want to get more swings in. But just always keeping in mind that the season is so long and such a grind that making sure that, even if I do have that feeling, kind of suppressing it and having the confidence to be okay, I don't need that right now, and making sure that I'm still confident enough to not do that and still be able to perform. And having that balance of the want to practice to get better, but also making sure you're keeping in mind how tough the season is and making sure my body's in top shape.
We always talk about challenges. Was there anything that was easier than you expected when you came here?
I would say, I don't know about easier, but I think the thought that I had that was different was I had this thought of the MLB and how everybody's having fun all the time, enjoying baseball, But I think once I came over, I realized everybody's locked in. They're taking everything very seriously, and it was just a different world from what I expected. And it's how much work everybody puts in, behind the scenes. All of that has been really impressive.
How proud are you of the overall season that you're having this year, both out in right field and at the plate?
Yeah, I think in terms of hitting, I'm not satisfied with the numbers I put up. I think, I have to think about, getting better, putting up even better numbers. But in terms of defense, I'm very happy with the result. I feel like, coming into the season, I felt like, there might have been some lack of confidence in my ability in right field. And I feel like, with the work I've put in with, the coaches.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Colson Montgomery, are you kidding me? Back we go, and we are all tied here in the 6th inning. First it was Vargas, then Grichuk, and now Colson Montgomery launching his 27th home run of the season. What an offensive display.
When you've got some thunder in the lineup, it doesn't matter what the lead is.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
He drives it to deep left center field. Back goes CUBS to the warning track. Leaps and he has it. He falls over the fence. CUBS fell over the fence as he made the catch. Since he left the ballpark, it's a home run. You've got to stay in the park. Let's give it the old college try. What a great effort.
Do you guys make your own brisket here?
Yes, we do. We are known by our brisket.
Barbecue brisket sandwich. Quality is better than other places, and it looks good. We're ready to eat.
We go try an average 500 briskets per game. We hear a lot from our fans. They want to try something with wrap, easy to eat. So we say, well, let's do it like, brisket, wrap, and an egg roll.
That's beautiful. You get the gold medal for culinary brisketry here in Texas.
Yes.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Save time every time for a great haircut. Just download the Great Clips app or check in online at greatclips.com. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Today's Tito's Handmade Vodka Canine of the game is Reese and Ranger, sister and brother terrier mixes from Rockwall, Texas. If the Northside team strikes out 9 players, Tito's will make a $100 donation to Paws Chicago. Cubs, Diamondbacks in Arizona. Time now to hear from manager Craig Counsell. Brought to you by Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy. Sip the fruity, candy-coated chaos. Matthew Boyd is back on the mound for the Cubs after one bad pitch spoiled his outing last time out in Seattle.
That's pitching. I mean, he's had those at-bats with multiple guys on base, and he's made a mistake to guys that can hurt him, and they've hurt him. And that's kind of the game every day. And it led to 4 runs, led to 3 runs, and those are tough to come back from, and those kind of define your starts, unfortunately. It's the game is about making pitches, and he's made some pitches in some not made some pitches in some inopportune moments.
And then Arias getting the start at second base. Just what you like about this opportunity for him and today?
Well, it's mostly about getting Alex off his feet a little bit, just kind of giving him a little break. Yeah.
You guys constantly talk about this team's ability to kind of reset every day. What kind of a strength is that when you've had a few of these games like you had last night in a short period of time?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the baseball season. It works both ways. I was thinking about it last night. In our last 8 games, we've had 5 walk-off games. Little extreme, but you're on the other side of it too. And so, the game teaches you really fast. Major League Baseball teaches you really fast that you gotta you think about the game for a little bit, and then you kind of cut the cord with that, and you move on to the next day. And that's you don't need a teacher for that. The game teaches you that. It's you have to do it.
The pick to perform next on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday with Rahimi and Grody, 10-2 on 104.3 The Score.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the? Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto. Nice. Who's that? New social media manager, hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now. Wait, we're famous? Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You play for the win, not just on game day, every day. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your...
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
So Rockies is really like where my major league career really took off. You know, it was a special time in my life, 7 years with the team. And this jersey in particular, 2018 postseason patch on it here. So I've always kept all these jerseys with the patch on them because that's what it's all about, is getting to the playoffs and trying to win the championship. You know, the black jersey with the cutoff, not a lot of teams rock the cutoff anymore, but this is a jersey we wore all the time in Colorado.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Kyle Schwarber is going to be the hitter. Kyle had the last walk-off home run. It was June of 2023. Swing and a fly ball, center field. Going back is Church. Back toward the wall. It is over! Off the batter's eye. Kyle Schwarber has just completed an improbable comeback. A two-run game-winning home run. The Phillies down 4-zip. They win it 6-4.
For the Diamondbacks tonight, they got 10 guys out there.
High drive, right field, forget it. Way out of here. Michael Conforto unloads. A two-run blast, and it is
.61 ERA in 26 starts. Rodriguez beat Cincinnati last time out. 5 2/3 innings of scoreless baseball, 4 hits, 2 walks, and he struck out 4. It's time for baseball in Arizona. Cubs, Diamondbacks, Pat, Ron, next on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk on your ride home. Spiegel and Holmes, afternoons 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
From the ballpark to the beach, Sea Glass wines are here to help you unwind. Sustainably crafted and refreshingly delicious, Sea Glass brings you the bright, crisp taste of California's Central Coast. No matter where the game takes you, whether you're meeting up before the game or kicking back after a well-earned win, Sea Glass is the perfect companion. So relax, refresh, and find your coastal state of mind with Sea Glass, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Every team needs a closer. Injured? Dial Pound Law. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Proud partner of the Chicago Cubs. Morgan & Morgan, 332 South Michigan Avenue, Chicago.
Hey, Cubs fans, Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer here. This Cubs season, listen to the Cubs in crystal clear FM quality on 104.3 The Score. It's got a chance! Gone! Pete Crow Armstrong with a long home run. Imagine listening to all the action on FM. Cubs baseball has never sounded this good. Listen to every game on your home of the Cubs. 104.3 The Score.
Presented by the official sports book of The Score. Circa Sports. Sports betting the way it should be with no bet fee.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is presented by
Agbayani will make the catch. Kemp will tag. He scores, and Agbayani thought there were 3 outs. 2 runs will score. Burks is in. Agbayani gave the ball to the fan. Watch this. He hands the ball, starts off. A fan a couple of seats away goes, 2 down, 2 down. Look at the poor kid. What? Look at the eyes of that child.
Oh, does that have to feel great? Returning to Chicago for the first time.
Luis Robert Jr. with his second of the night.
Dylan Cease is #1 in the American League in strikeouts, #2 in ERA, #1 in opponent's batting average.
Dylan Beavers with a remarkable pinch hit game winner.
What has happened in Seattle? Randy Arozarena walks it off in 9. The Mariners take down the Cubs. Gone! A cycle for J.J. Bleday.
You don't think that was on his mind? Man, he has smoked that ball.
A franchise that went without a cycle for over 3 decades has its second in the last 3 years.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
Each team with a win. Today, the third and decisive game of the series, featuring left-handers as starting pitchers. Matthew Boyd going for the Cubs. He is 8-2. Eduardo Rodriguez having a fine season for the Dbacks. He is 13-4. Let's go ahead and get right to the starting lineups for today's game. The lineups are brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Leading off for the Cubs today in center field is Pete Crow Armstrong. Seiya Suzuki in right. Alex Bregman is batting third today. Alex will be the designated hitter. The cleanup man is Michael Bush at first base. Nico Horner at shortstop. Tyrone Taylor in the lineup in left field. Taylor batting sixth. Pedro Ramirez at third base. Carson Kelly catching, and Gabriel Arias is batting ninth and playing second base for the Cubs today. So that's the Cub.
You've got to be very careful where you're going because you might not get there. But how exactly can you go from a yogi to a king to perfectos, the old professor, and pine tar? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
Yogi Berra was an 18-time All-Star and 10-time World Series champion.
This is the only perfect game in World Series history. You ask him about it, and he would say, it ain't been done before, and it ain't been done since.
David Wells was perfect on May 17, 1998, Beanie Baby Day.
It's not the pitcher that's calling the game, it's the catcher calling what pitch to throw.
The rule was, can't be more than 18 inches of pine tar. Home plate is 17 inches wide. And so he said, well, if it's more than an inch, and it was a lot more than an inch, then it's an illegal bat.
They might be going to call George Brett out.
Well, the answer is whether he's out. Yes, Brett is out. Look at this.
Keep it down a little, will you, please?
Okay, Yogi.
Casey Stengel and the other touring ball players met the King of England.
Of course, with my English, we had a little trouble understanding each other.
As Yogi said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it.
Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Where results and relationships matter. The lights are going to be on early in the game, and the lights are going to be powered by ComEd, and we are just about set to go. It's the final game of a 6-game journey. The Cubs with 2 wins and 3 losses, and all 3 of the losses have been of the walk-off variety. Let's see if they can finish on a high note today. In the desert, it's the Cubs and the Diamondbacks. Back to get it started right after this on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
The Cubs play here on 104.3 The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
It's a known fact that dogs can hear frequencies too high-pitched for human ears. So Tito's Handmade Vodka made this message just for them. That was us telling all the dogs that Tito's partners with thousands of animal nonprofits to help with vet care, adoptions, and more. The dogs liked that. They also liked it when we asked, who's a very good dog? Tito's, the vodka for dog people. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Southwest Airlines is the official airline of your Chicago Cubs. And you can bet your sweet Cubbies we fly to their away games. Hint, hint.
It's game time, and that makes it the perfect time for a Yingling flight. There's 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, packed with flavor. Flight's the next generation of light beer. The oldest brewery in America. Look for Flight wherever you buy beer. Patrick, this has been one of those road trips where the Cubs have been, walk off 3 times, and those are tough. But you win today, you win this series, and you go home with a 500 road trip from the West Coast. And at the end of the day, that's pretty good. So you need a great performance from Matthew Boyd today.
As you say that, Ron, I'm reminded of the formula that's been around for over 100 years in baseball. On the average, you try to play 500 on the road and win 2 out of 3 at home. If you do that, you'll have a successful year.
Yeah, you're playing in October. That's just the way it is, absolutely.
Cubs leadoff man today is Pete Armstrong. Leadoff man is presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. If Pete gets a leadoff base hit, Benny's Beverage Depot will donate $200 to service dog charities. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Left-hander Eduardo Rodriguez, quietly, Ron, I say quietly, maybe it's because it's a relatively small market here in Phoenix. This guy is 13-4 this year, and you really don't hear all that much about it.
No, I would agree. And, he's been around the league a while. He pitched his first game against the Cubs in 2017. So he's been around the league, and he's one of those guys that not overpowering, but he really knows how to pitch. You're going to, when you look at how he sets hitters up, he has good command in the different areas of the strike zone with different pitches. So the Cubs got the work cut out for him today against Rodriguez.
Pete Armstrong leads it off. Here we go. Lefty against lefty. First pitch of the day. In there for a strike, and away we go. Alfonso Marquez calling the balls and strikes today. Chase Field in Phoenix. 407 to dead center. 374 to the alleys. Pete pulls it foul right side. Couple of Cubs scatter out of the way of that one-hop smash. Down the lines in the corners here in Phoenix. 334 feet to right, 330 to the corner in left. Deep alleys are 413, just to the left and just to the right of straightaway. And now the next pitch from the left-hander, and Pete takes low and inside for a ball. Ron, if you were in that lineup, what would be your plan against the left-hander Eduardo Rodriguez?
Well, I would pay very close attention to what I felt like he had on that individual day. What pitch was his go-to pitch?
Swing and a miss, strike 3, out number 1.
He's got a couple different ways of going about it. He can run sinkers. He can throw 4-seamers in. That one ran back into Pete to get the strikeout, and that was a sinker. So for lefties, you got to be accountable to that sinker in and hope he hangs the breaking ball. As a right-handed hitter, I would be looking out over the plate against him until he showed me he was going to throw more fastballs inside, like that one.
He throws a fastball on the inside corner to Seiya Suzuki. It's a called strike.
If he can throw that pitch regularly, you've got to look to pull him early in the at-bat as a right-handed hitter.
Seiya swings and comes up empty. Pete Armstrong 0 for 9 now in the series. Very unusual for him to be in the final game of the series still looking for his first knock. Now the strike 2 delivery to Seiya, and that's a fastball up high. Rodriguez with big league experience for Boston. 6 years with the Red Sox, was part of their 2018 World Series championship team. Pitched for the Tigers for a while. Here's the next offering, fouled away, and now in his 3rd season here in Arizona. But he's had a fine career. He really has. 107 wins and only 70 losses, so that's 37 above 500.
That's pretty good. And, you can understand why. Just in the first
2 at-bats here.
Seiya takes down low, another changeup.
Every pitch is where he wants it to be. He's thrown 3 pitches to Seiya inside, fastball, a cutter in, and then a sinker that started at Seiya and went back to the inside corner.
Low and inside, 3-2.
So you remember what I was saying? He had to show you that he was going to pitch inside. He's done it already for me with Seiya just at the plate as the first right-handed hitter. I would be looking for the ball inside and looking to pull him.
Here's a drive down the right field line, slicing foul in the corner. That ball was hit hard and not all that far away from the right field foul pole. Again, 334 down the line in right, 330 to the corner in left. Ball carries, I would say, average compared to other parks in baseball. It's 3-2 on Seiya. And a pitch to Suzuki, inside ball 4. A strikeout and a walk have begun the day, and it brings up Alex Bregman. Rodriguez ran a big man. He's a Venezuelan, 33 years old. He is 6'2", 231 pounds. Sometimes I've always thought, even going back to amateur ball, you see a big guy, you expect him to be a hard thrower. Yeah. It's not always the case.
And it is not the case for Rodriguez. He is that pitch right at the top of the zone, a changeup. He is a command guy. He's got good enough fastball. He can get it up there, 93 or so. But he is a command guy. He is going to hit the edges of the strike zone and pitch with certain pitches to certain spots. And he does it all day long.
Bregman 1 for 9 in the series. Takes low and inside. Bregman the DH today, so he does not have to play defense. Can focus on his at-bats. No score, top of the first, a man at first. And now the 1-1. Swinging a foul off to the right. Plenty of Cub fans here again. They've been out in huge numbers in the first 2 games. Over 28,000 in each of the first 2 ball games, and I would say about 50-50 in terms of partisanship. Now the 1-2. Bregman lays off some high heat. Checking his swing just in time.
That's a good take and a good pitch. That's that pitch just above the zone. It's tough to hit, and Bregman did a good job of laying off that high fastball.
Rodriguez, the big man, set, looks at the lead of Suzuki. This ball is fouled away. He's working up in the zone early.
Up in the zone and inside. That was an inside fastball at the top of the zone. First inning, powered by Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated.
Looking at a note regarding Eduardo Rodriguez. The pitch hit in the air, right center, pretty well hit. Back goes Carroll with a play. The left-handed right fielder makes the catch over in the alley about 10 feet shy of the track, and that's out number 2. Fairly hard hit ball.
Yeah, Bregman did a good job staying on that changeup away. It started to go down, but it wasn't down enough, and that's why Bregman put the barrel on and hit it hard. But, these guys got some speed in right field and center field, that's for sure, and Carroll went and got that ball in right center.
Now lefty against lefty. Michael Bush, the batter. No score first inning. Michael takes a strike. Here's the note I was referencing regarding Rodriguez. He's made 26 starts. Arizona has won 20 of those 26 games.
Think the manager knows that?
Absolutely, and the pitching coach and his teammates.
Yep.
Here's a pop-up foul. This ball is over near the stands, and it's going to be out of play. There's quite a bit of foul territory space here, so that's one thing that benefits the pitchers in this park.
Yep.
Even down the lines, Ron, you've got considerable territory in foul ground.
Yeah, most ballparks nowadays, there's very little room in foul territory when you get in that last 30, 40, 50 feet down the lines. But here you probably got a good 10, 15 feet in foul territory.
Bush waits for the 0-2 and takes a little bit high for a ball. Final regular season game of the year between these two. Cubs are 4-1 against Arizona. swept them at Wrigley back in early May. Now a changeup is strike 3 called. Bush caught looking. Cubs don't score. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Rodriguez. After a half, Cubs nothing, and the Diamondbacks coming up on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Ian Happ. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, Coom here. Stats don't lie. Want MVP number?
What is something that you snack on that you don't worry about?
I love Uncrustables. I could eat like 10 of them in one sitting.
And no regard for his body? I don't even wait till I thaw out.
Hey, put them in a toaster next time. Just toast it, yep. It'll change your life.
Yeah, just an incredible play by Riley Green.
You're an all-star on the field and off, bro.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
thank you.
Riley Green, bro, food genius.
Speaking of upper body command, no shame in their game.
Oh, hit the bat, and then the bat hit the helmet. It's a trick shot.
The big kitty's here. Well, the therapy rabbit, you mean?
Oh! Error on Andy Rodriguez, the Pirates' first baseman, who's fairly camped underneath it.
It's pretty cold down here, and I needed a hat. I didn't have one, so Mr. Met lent me his.
Oh, nobody caught it! Boy, all sorts of communication issues between Rojas and Sosa.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Required.
Hey Cubs fans, make history with your business in the Village of Bedford Park. To learn more, contact Adam Colopy at ACOLLOPY at villageofbedfordpark.com.
Cubs leadoff man presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. If Pete Armstrong would have gotten a base hit, Benny's would have donated $200 to service dog charities as Matthew Boyd delivers his first pitch of the afternoon. It's fouled away by Ildemaro Vargas. Getting back to Benny's. Benny's will donate $200 to service dog charities on a first inning leadoff base hit. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Vargas takes outside. Ron, as you think about Matthew Boyd facing these Diamondbacks today, what's on your mind?
I think just absolute fastball command probably stands out more to me today than anything else. If he has good command and he's throwing strikes or right above the zone here early in the early going, it just makes his secondary pitches, whether it be the slider or changeup, that much better. The other thing about today, I think because of what's happened in yesterday's game, well, you'd love to see Boyd go really deep in a ball game, too. That would be the other thing that really stands out.
Boyd overall having a good year. 8-2, a 4.15 ERA. A changeup swung on and fouled away. Against Arizona, he had a win back on the 3rd of May. As he worked 6 innings, gave up 2 runs. The Cubs would win that game by a score of 6-4. Here comes the 2-2 pitch on the way, and it's way outside. And thinking, Ron, back in May, you're talking about, well, that's almost 4 full months ago. Right. Do you need to quickly go to the video or talk to your teammates and try to remember a guy? That's a long time. You've seen a lot of pitchers in between now and then. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Vargas is out number 1. There's no score in the game. Base is empty, bottom of the first for Corbin Carroll.
I think you go right back to, almost treating him like an entirely new guy. You just don't know. So you gotta do full work on a guy to know, the pitches that are working for him now might not have been the pitches that were working for him in early May. So you really gotta see film on him and really kind of dial into what he's currently doing. That has always been the case for me.
1 ball and no strikes on Corbin Carroll. Lefty against lefty. Carroll hitting .251. He's been one of their best players for several years now. He's got power, 18 home runs. He can steal a bag. He's a very good defensive player. He's got that energy that you need on a team. The next pitch is off the inside corner, and the count now is 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, very good defender in right field. Can wreak a little havoc on the bases. He's a well-rounded player, no doubt.
2-1 delivery, swing and a miss. Very nice breaking ball. What do you like on 2-2?
Well, he came off that breaking ball big time, and that ball ended up in a very hittable spot in the strike zone. I think if Matthew throws another hook down and away, probably get a strikeout.
And the 2-2. There it is. Swing and a miss on a hook. Very nice call by you, Ron. That's exactly what it was. 2 down, back-to-back strikeouts to begin the day for Matthew Boyd. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers. Those are always worth noting. They are brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Here is Geraldo Perdomo. Right-handed batter, wide open stance. Takes high for a ball. He's got a green, what would that be, a lime-colored sleeve on his right arm?
Yeah.
Here comes the 1-0. It's off the inside corner, or on the inside corner, actually. A delayed call. It's 1-1.
It's very bright. They are literally just sleeves. It's not an undershirt. You pull on a sleeve, and it goes up over your bicep and tricep area, but it is a very distinct color. Give him that.
Here comes the 1-1. Marcell Ozuna used to wear something similar.
Yeah. Maybe he borrowed it from him.
Did I see where Marcell got released?
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Yeah.
Maybe he sold it to him. Here's the pitch down
Yeah.
low, and the count now 3-1.
He just got off to a terrible start with Pittsburgh and just, really struggled. And he has been a quality hitter for a long time.
The 3-1 from Boyd. Line down the left field line, foul. Perdomo saw the angle of that ball. He knew it was going to hook foul. It did. It only landed about 2 feet to the left of the foul line. But a batter always knows, doesn't he?
Yep. If you hook it, and you can see how the ball's going down the line. That was a fastball inside. See if they go double up with him inside or change up away.
Payoff pitch. Line drive, base hit, left center. Soft single. Perdomo becomes the first Diamondback base runner of the day. Scoreless game, bottom of the first. With 2 outs, the batter is Nolan Arenado.
Tried to go for the punch out with the inside changeup down and in. It didn't quite get down there. Perdomo did a really nice job staying on that pitch. And as you said, first hit of the ball game. Feel Like a Bosch prediction brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. Feel like a Bosch.
Arenado takes inside for a ball.
So we had a tough loss yesterday. So, Zach, are you feeling Boschish today?
It's a lifestyle. I'm always feeling Boschish.
A lifestyle, he says.
Easy on that coffee.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. On the way to Arenado. It's in there for a strike. I think we all needed a little extra coffee this morning.
Yeah.
But, Zach, I didn't mean to interrupt your Bosch prediction.
I'm expecting Matthew Boyd to bounce back in a big way tonight and have a quality start as the Cubs take the series.
Okay.
Here's a sidearm pickoff throw to first, chasing the runner back in.
Speed Gun today, powered by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that. Matthew up so far, fastball's been at 94 miles an hour.
The 1-1 from Boyd. Beautiful backdoor curveball in there for a call, strike 1.
High breaking ball. Arenado gave up on that pitch early, and it just, good downward tilt, came down and caught the top of the zone.
Arenado without a hit and 7 at-bats in the series. He hits one in the air, foul off to the right, out of play. He's still got some pop, though. 21 home runs. He's driven in 65. So he's played regularly. He's the DH today.
He's got 65 driven in, so figure we got another month left. He's going to end up with probably 80 RBIs, somewhere right at there.
Swinging a foul back. Most managers can find a spot for you in the order with 80 ribbies.
Yeah, 80 so ribbies, somewhere right in that spot, 80, 84, 85, and 25 or 30. You know, probably 25 would be a good number for him if he gets a few more.
Boyd started last Friday night in Seattle, had no decision, as he is set now for the 1-2 to Arenado. Off speed outside, and the count levels off at 2-2. Boyd's pitch count a little higher than he would like with 2 outs in the first inning. 23 pitches so far. And the 2-2. Curveball fouled away. That was up. Sometimes as a pitch, it's so slow and so high in the zone, it's irresistible, Ron. You can't help yourself but swing at it.
Yeah, you see that high curveball and you're like, hanger, and you go to attack, and it never does get in the zone, and that just happened to Arenado, and he fouled it back.
The lead at first by Perdomo. The pitch inside, 3-2. Traveling time for the runner. Bush is going to play behind the runner, I would think. Or is he going to hold him on with 2 outs? He's going to hold him on.
Hold him on, and the reason why, Pat, is because you got a right-handed hitter. So probably not a lot of balls Michael's going to make a play on, and it keeps Perdomo close to the bag at first.
Makes sense.
Yep.
The payoff from Matthew Boyd to Arenado, rolled out toward short. The play is going to go to first from Horner in plenty of time to end the inning. No runs on a hit, a man left. We've played 1. No score in the desert. Cubs and Diamondbacks on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday.
Marsh comes in, makes the catch. He plucks it right off the top of the grass. And diving catch, Reynolds. Speared by Bradley.
What a catch by Tom.
Wow, what a grab. Willie Mays style. Valtero will come in, slide, and make the catch. Oh, man.
Oh, diving stop by Bregman. Throw to first in time.
Nico in time. Sensational. He made the catch. Wow, he caught it. What a play. Makes a terrific catch right in front of the garage door.
And a leaping grab there by Lars Nootbaar up against the Green Monsters.
Great pick by Stewart. He can play some defense, too.
Diving into a catch is Barry Cotto.
He made the catch. Oh, what a play. He climbed the wall.
Diving stop Jimenez. Back to his feet and on to first in time.
Neto, another diving stop. His throw to first. He robs Alvarez. A diving play by Masayo, and he gets the out at the bat.
Wonderful grab. What a catch by McCarthy.
This time can't get it, and neither could the fan. Boy, that's when you don't wear flip-flops.
Caminero strikes out, and the bat gets a 7.5 on the distance. But it's stuck to the landing.
That's poked in. That hits the umpire. The ball is in play, and it's a base hit for Frazier.
Roberto Ortiz did what he could to try and get out of the way. Couldn't.
Took the wrong direction. He just didn't know which way to go.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Top 2 in Arizona. Cubs and Diamondbacks are scoreless. The second inning is brought to you by Sea Glass Wines, delivering crisp, refreshing flavors that hit every time. Pat?
Nico Horner will try to get a base hit right now, Zach, as he leads off the second inning. 0-0 game. Eduardo Rodriguez floats a curveball in there for a call strike.
Defensive alignment sponsored by Fitzgerald Equipment. Material handling handled. Learn more at FitzgeraldEquipment.com. Significant. They're playing Nico to the pull side in center field.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss, Ron.
And what does that tell you? They're going to pound Nico inside and force him to pull the ball today. There's a big gap in right center, and he hits a ton of balls to right center. And now the center fielder moving straight up. But I got to believe they're going to pitch Nico in all game long.
He gets jammed and pops it up to the right side. Vargas, the second baseman, makes the catch, and that's out number 1. Certainly worked him inside there. And the batter is Tyrone Taylor.
So as a hitter, when you have a real strength, like Nico has a real strength of hitting the ball the other way, and you see the opposing team not playing that way, all of a sudden you know, well, that's just going to tell you how they're going to pitch it. They're going to force you to pull the baseball. So I would be looking for the ball in all game long if I were Nico.
Tyrone Taylor takes a strike. No score, second inning. We're going to pass along a station ID here as soon as Taylor finishes his plate appearance. And the 0-1. Lifted to right, a pop fly in foul territory, racing over Carroll. Does he have a play? Yes. Makes the catch. In foul ground, had to really slow down in a hurry. That side fence was approaching, but he made a nice play. 2 down before Pedro Ramirez steps in. We step away, 10 for ID. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's teams, Spiegel and Holmes, afternoons 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score, and Odyssey Sports Station, WSCR, WSCR-FM, and HD1 Chicago.
Walt Ellis, our engineer at the controls. He's been working here in Phoenix both regular season and spring training for many, many years, working with Cubs radio. Here comes the 1-0 pitch on the way. It's fouled away by Pedro Ramirez. Former war hero in Vietnam, Walt Ellis, earned a Purple Heart for bravery. And now the 1-1 pitch on the way. Ramirez takes high for a ball. Sometimes Walt will actually be rehearsing his saluting before games, which I find very admirable. He's always prepared. Sometimes a refreshment person comes in and Walt immediately salutes the person. Now that's real respect.
That's unbelievable. Yeah. That's very interesting.
3-1 to Pedro Ramirez. And that's taken for a strike, 3-2. Carson Kelly on deck. But Walt does a good job. He's been working with us for many, many years. I believe he showed us his military medals at one time.
He brought his Purple Heart here to the booth here in Arizona.
And now the 3-2 pitch is called, strike 3. Pedro never took the bat off his shoulder, and he strikes out. We go to the bottom of inning number 2, 0-0 game. Cubs and Diamondbacks on the.
Breaking ball, grounder. Marshall lets Jeffries get it, tossed to Cone, he tags the bag. And they say safe. Watch the runner, he's not watching the runner. The runner scores. And Cone's still arguing. Here comes the second runner. The second runner scores. I don't believe I just saw that. I don't believe it.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
Like Electrolux, Frigidaire, and more. Visit GrandAppliance.com for full details.
How cool is this? Join the Cubs Charities Race to Wrigley 5K presented by AbbVie on Sunday, September 20th. Run through Lakeview, hit the Fields Warning track, and cross the finish line by the iconic marquee. Register today at cubs.com/race. Pat?
That is pretty cool, Zach, as Tim Tawa leads off the second inning against Matthew Boyd and takes outside. 2 balls and no strikes. How long is that track again?
5K. Yeah, 5K race.
Now, I should know this, but 5K would be 5 kilometers.
5 kilometers?
And how many miles to a kilometer?
Like, isn't it 6.5 mile race? Is that about right?
No, 3+ miles.
Oh, 3+ miles, yeah. Less. Wow.
Sounds like I was not the only one who didn't know that.
No, you're exactly right.
Pitch inside, and that's
a heck of a guess. I mean.
Ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to Tim Tawa. Now, I still don't know the answer. How far would 1K be in terms of mileage? Zach, do you have the answer to that?
Absolutely.
And are you Googling? Is that why you're delaying?
No. Well, I mean,
well, then tell me.
Well, just really, it'd be a little bit more than a half mile, right? Yeah. I mean, if you just do the math.
I don't know. What does the computer say?
Google's going to. There, now he has the answer.
There you go.
What was that?
You heard it. That's when Google says I'm ready. Bing! Wow. Now the 0-1 to Jose Fernandez. Bunted and fouled in the air and caught by Kelly. Not a sacrifice bunt. He was trying to push one to the right side. I think he had base hit on his mind, Ron, but the ball was bunted in the air and Kelly made the catch. It wasn't bunted that high, maybe 20 feet in the air tops, but it's out number 1.
Yeah, Fernandez, I agree with you, Pat. He was trying to bunt this ball with the left-hander Boyd on the mound. He's trying to bunt this ball at the second baseman and get it past the pitcher, bunting for a base hit, but he just popped it up.
Here's James McCann, right-handed batting catcher. As a backup catcher, he's put together some pretty good numbers. .288 batting average. He's homered 4 times and driven in 21. You're not going to get many chances to play when Gabriel Moreno is your starting catcher. He is one of the very best, and I would say one of the most underrated players in the National League.
Yeah, he's a very good player. There's no doubt. Hitting over 300 is an everyday catcher. We've seen him throw this series. He's excellent at throwing the baseball. He's a very, very good player.
1-1 on McCann. Scoreless game, second inning. Here's a swing and a miss. Nice changeup by Matthew Boyd.
Yeah, that's the best one he's thrown tonight. And it's great arm action, inside change to the right-handed hitter. McCann saw fastball. He's way out front.
Short lead by Tawa at first, being held by Bush. And the next pitch came right back with another change, and this one is low and outside. 2-2. Both teams with postseason aspirations. And the next offering, fastball is high. Arizona would be outside looking in, but they're not far behind.
Yeah.
Still certainly something to play for in the final month of the season. And now the payoff. Fouled away. Matthew throwing a lot of off-speed stuff early in the game.
3 changeups just to McCann in this at bat. 2 high fastballs and 3 changeups.
Cubs are the top wild card team. The Phillies are second. And Padres are third currently. Here comes the 3-2. Ground ball to second base, scooped up by Horner, goes to second, 1 over to first, double play. That was actually Arias to Horner. Nico playing shortstop today. 4-6-3. Nice looking inning ending double play. We go to inning number 3, 0-0 game. Cubs and Diamondbacks on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering every Cubs game all season long. Rahimi and Grody, middays 10 to 2.
I'm Jonathan Mayer. And for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
And there's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. The Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and driving a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wells around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one headed for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the third straight hit to open the fifth inning. Chopper for Jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, "Did you see that?" I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
Sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat?
Okay, Zach, thank you. Zach will be along in the 5th inning to work with Ron Coomer. Cubs have Carson Kelly first up, Gabriel Arias to follow, and then Pete Crow Armstrong against the left-hander Eduardo Rodriguez. Cubs without a hit so far against the big left-hander. And he's big, 6'2", 231 pounds. Curveball looped into shallow left, but right there is Waldschmidt to make the catch. Kelly going after the first pitch, hits a soft fly ball to left. One away, and the batter Gabriel Arias.
Yeah, Carson saw that changeup pretty well, put a good swing on it, but just didn't square it up, hit it off the end of the bat.
Arias hitting .239. Like Rodriguez, a native of Venezuela, takes a strike from Rodriguez. Gabriel Arias has not played in the series up until this finale, and he looks at a fastball inside, 1-1.
Yeah, Craig Counsell giving him his first start for the Cubs since coming over. And he's, you know, when you watch his work in pregame on defense,
swing and a miss, round 1 and 2.
it's impressive. He's got great hands, great throwing action for an infielder from all the positions. I've seen him work at third, work at short, work at second, and he is an accomplished defensive player, and that's the reason why he is here, because he can play all these defensive spots in the infield and do them well.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. That's maybe the best fastball that Eduardo Rodriguez has cut loose today. It's his 4th strikeout. No score in the game. 3rd inning. Base is empty. 2 down, and the batter is Pete Crow Armstrong. And Pete is due for a base hit. He is 0 for 9 in this series. Here comes the first pitch. Pete takes down low for a ball. Getting back to Arias, Ron, you were saying his defensive work is impressive. I think when you join a team that takes great pride in their defense and is one of the best defensive teams in all of baseball, which the Cubs are, I think you almost have to have sensitivity to that and realize we are here to play defense every single day at a very high level.
Yeah, and I think that's why the Cubs went out and got him in particular, is because there's not a big drop-off from him going out there and playing defense to what they currently have on a daily basis. You don't want to go out and get a strictly offensive guy and then have a real weak link out there where the strength of your team is one thing and then you diminish that strength. It absolutely makes sense, Pat, that they went out and got a very good defensive infielder to be the backup infielder.
Pete Crow Armstrong with a count of 1-2. The pitch by Rodriguez. It's up and in, fastball. Might have been just showing him that pitch. Let's see if that sets up something off speed. Lefty to lefty. Here comes the 2-2 from Eduardo Rodriguez. And PCA swings and misses, strike three. Got fooled, did not take one of his better cuts. Angrily slams down his bat and his helmet. He's frustrated, as anybody who is 0 for 10 in a series would.
Do you guys make your own brisket here?
Yes, we do. We are known by our brisket.
Barbecue brisket sandwich. Quality is better than other places, and it looks good. We're ready to eat.
We go to an average 500 briskets per game. We hear a lot from our fans. They want to try something with wrap, easy to eat. So we say, well, let's do it like brisket, wrap, and an egg roll.
That's beautiful. You get the gold medal for culinary brisketry here in Texas.
Yes.
We have a couple things out here for the first acknowledged unassisted triple play. And Cy Young said, Neil, where are you going? He said, 3 outs.
Neil Ball had a fairly short career as a big leaguer, but continued playing in the minors, where he encountered true baseball royalty.
Now we're going to connect to Babe Ruth.
He dominated the game like no one else had before.
I'm holding Babe Ruth's bat.
During a 1934 baseball barnstorming tour of Japan, Ruth faced 17-year-old pitcher Eiji Sawamura. Sawamura became a hero in Japan, and the Nippon Professional Baseball League's version of the Cy Young Award bears his name. Maeda won the award in 2010 and again in 2015, when the runner-up was Shohei Ohtani.
First pitch crushing! Oh, man!
Like the 3 outs of a triple play. It all connects.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
And effortlessly beautiful. Find yours at your locally owned retailer. Visit BenjaminMoore.com today.
Bottom 3 in Arizona. The Cubs and Diamondbacks are scoreless. Guys, it's 114 degrees outside. 114.
Ouch.
So the roof is closed, and it's about 75 degrees indoors. Time and temperature sponsored by Circa Sports. Sports betting the way it should be with no bet fees.
But it's a dry heat, Zach. 0-1 on Jordan Lawler, leading off the bottom of the third. And he'll take outside from the left-hander Matthew Boyd.
You and I were getting off the team bus last night, getting back to the team hotel, and we had been inside. You know, you get on the bus after the ball game inside here. We get off the bus. It felt like we were getting out and getting into an oven.
It did.
When you and I got off the bus last night, we were walking in the hotel, and I thought, wow, this is something. It was 10:30 at night.
It was amazingly
it was 100
hot.
degrees.
Well, late August, the desert. Lawler got hit in the face in last night's game. A pitch by Daniel Palencia. Very scary moment. Good to see him back in the lineup
it's
today.
Amazing, actually. Having a little PitchCom device issue, and it really is a big tip of the cap to him for even making himself available to the manager to play. That it's a big deal. You get hit like that in a helmet, and you come right back the next day, and you're ready to play. It's pretty courageous, I have to say.
And Zach Zaidman has some information. A young person, a bat boy, ran out a new PitchCom device, I believe. Zach, you have some info?
Yeah, the bat boy is named Dakota, and here he is sprinting from the Cubs dugout again with the second PitchCom device, this one for Carson Kelly.
Dakota works he's on the trip with us, the whole trip. And he works in the Cubs clubhouse, in the home clubhouse at home. I didn't know he could run that fast. He was sprinting out there to see Boyd.
It says here he is from East Dakota.
Oh, really?
One ball and two strikes on Jordan Lawler.
That coffee's working miracles, boy.
And the pitch on the way. Lawler will take high for a ball. It's 2-2. Well, North and South were already taken.
Yeah, you can't be from there. No.
Now the 2-2 to Lawler. Change up, line foul down the left field line.
You betcha.
And a one hopper, 8 up. Is that a ball boy down the left field line?
Yeah. Their guy can't run like Dakota. He didn't get out of the way of that one. That one ate him up.
Now the 2-2. Time called. Cubs have the day off tomorrow. The Cincinnati Reds will be at Wrigley on Friday afternoon. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Boyd strikes out Lawler. One down in the bottom of this third inning. Nothing game. And the batter is Ryan Waldschmidt.
Excellent pitch by Boyd there to get the strikeout. Good changeup. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers brought to you by Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers.
And a pitch on the way, pulled foul sharply toward third.
Third inning brought to you by Consumers Credit Union, the people in your corner who stand up for you wherever you go.
Waldschmidt had the game-winning home run last night for Arizona in the bottom of the 9th inning. Here comes the 0-1. It's low and outside for a ball.
Stayed back on a breaking ball up and out over the plate and hit it a long way to left.
And now the 1-1. And it's swung on and missed. Late swing on a good fastball.
94 miles an hour on that running fastball at the top of the zone. Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
And here comes the 1-2 from the left-hander Boyd. Check swing, did he go? No swing. Boy, that was close. It's not a reviewable play. Watching that again. Oh, I think he went.
Oh, that was really much closer than I thought. The barrel kind of snuck out towards that front edge of home plate.
2-2 pitch, change up low and away, 3-2. The crowd is good. It's not a sellout by any means. And the pitch on the way. Popped up foul. We've had 28,000 plus each of the first 2 games. We're going to play the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Get fans up in the upper deck. The lower deck is pretty well filled up. Kind of a smallish bleacher crowd. Swinging a foul back. I'll go ahead and get us started.
Okay.
I'll say 26,162. 26162.
I'm going to say 24,000.
No score in the game. One away, bottom of the third. The pitch to Waldschmidt. Slow curve is low for ball 4. That didn't miss by much.
Inside changeup, and I think Kelly thought that might be a strike, and as he caught it, he didn't challenge, but it was borderline. It was close. Yeah, it was just down. Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to go 25,000 today.
Very good.
One away and a man on. Second walk yielded by Matthew Boyd today, and the batter is Ildemaro Vargas. And Vargas will take a strike. Bush holding the runner Waldschmidt at first as the veteran left-hander Boyd comes set, glances over at the runner, comes to the plate, swing and a miss, good fastball, won't make it, no balls and 2 strikes on Vargas.
That's good gas right at the top of the zone, running away from the right-handed hitter. So good location at the top of the zone and good movement on that 4-seamer by Boyd.
And now the next offering Bounce to short, scooped up by Horner, goes to Arias. There's one, over to first. There's two, double play. Nice looking 6-4-3 twin killing to end the inning. It's on to inning number 4, 0-0 game. Cubs.
Joe Adell drives the ball to deep left field. Goodbye. Deep into the bleachers for Joe Adell, and the Guardians take a 3-0 lead on an absolute moonshot by Joe Adell, his 20th home run of the season. Is he some kind of hot? That's 8 hits in his last 21 at-bats and 11 runs batted in. Boy, did he crush that thing.
Yeah, I mean, just the sound of the bat.
The bubblegum blowing contest. It was fun. It was at a time when Topps included bubblegum in their baseball cards. And that was the gum we used. These are all my baseball cards. The Topps one is right there. It's developed into somewhat of a big nostalgic thing. And there are a lot of people that, that's one of their favorite baseball cards. It's kind of crazy.
What else is going to happen today? Henderson's bat goes flying into the stands on a strikeout.
That's not good right there.
See Andy looking at it like, hey, not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, stick to basketball there, right?
Oh, no catch. Love to get that one back.
Alonso lost the bat as he flung at that high fastball.
That's going to keep him up tonight. Can't make that catch.
You got to keep that clean, right? You got to catch that.
.com. Great clips. It's gonna be great.
Time to check the out-of-town scoreboard, sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app. Save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. The Phillies leading the Mariners 2-0. Top of the second in Seattle. Bryce Harper, a 2-run shot, his 27th.
Zach, we'll get more in a minute from you. Suzuki leads off the Cubs' fourth, takes a strike 0-1.
Meantime, you're probably wondering about first place Milwaukee in the National League Central. The Brewers take on the Mets in New York a little bit later on today. Other action, Giants 2, Reds 1. They're in the bottom half of the second inning.
Down low, 1-1.
The Angels with a 1-0 lead over the Guardians in the top of the second. Pirates and Padres are scoreless, bottom of the second inning in San Diego.
Here comes the 1-1 from the left-hander Rodriguez. Upstairs, ball 2.
Freddie Peralta with 6 scoreless innings to lead the Rays past the Tigers today, 3-0.
Zach, thank you. Here it's 0-0, fourth inning. 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed by Seiya. Eduardo Rodriguez doing a nice job mixing up his pitches, Ron, early in the game.
Now, that's what we were talking about at the start of our broadcast is, he's not overpowering, but he's got enough fastball where you got to be accountable to it at 92, 93. But it's the other pitches and his location. So he's good back and forth, and he's good with locating all of his pitches. He's doing a think about it, all year. Look at his numbers. There's a reason why he's doing as well as he is. He has pitched great baseball for this Diamondbacks club this year.
13 wins and 4 losses.
And ERA.
Right around 2.5.
Yeah.
3-2 pitch. Cracked off the body of Rodriguez. He picks it up and throws to first in time. Kind of a soft line drive, but it hit him right in the hip, just below the belt buckle on the left side.
I think it got him in the old gluteus maximus. right in the backside.
He was able to turn the other cheek
yes.
and make the play. And now a trainer out to look at him.
It's one of those plays where you're like,
Line drive. Again, he turned his back and then made the play. And then he was kind of rubbing behind him in the belt area.
When the trainer goes out there and he's laughing, first of all, everything's okay. And second of all, where it hit him, be entertaining tonight. But,
Another reason the trainer's laughing is because it didn't happen to him.
Yeah, 100%. It's always much better when something like that happens to someone else. Yes.
Suzuki is out number 1. No score in the game. 4th inning. Alex Bregman, the batter.
Turn the other cheek.
It's an old saying. Here's a pitch inside for a ball.
Boy, I want to know, where did you get coffee today? Because I missed out on that. I just went down to the lobby area and had a cup of coffee. I missed out on the special coffee today.
Some espresso in the room.
Oh, see, now we're getting it. There we go.
You don't have that in your room?
Well, I drank it the first day, and then they failed to come by the last 2 days.
Well, you have to be proactive and go get it. Here's a pitch inside for a ball, and the count now 3-0.
Were you proactive?
I was.
Yeah.
And I was successful at it, too.
Very good.
Auténtico delicioso.
Whatever Zach just said, I agree.
Yeah.
Here comes the 3-0 pitch to Bregman, and it's in there for a strike.
Zach feeling very international today. He had Saya on the pregame show. Now he's speaking Spanish. Good luck in the 5th inning, Z. You're on your own.
3-1 to Bregman is taken for ball 4. Let's see if that begins a rally. First, make it the second walk of the day issued by Rodriguez. He passed Suzuki in the first, but it's 1 away. 4th inning, a man at first, and the batter, Michael Busch.
That was a good take by Bregman on that little cutter down and in to not chase it in off the plate.
Busch struck out looking his first time, and the pitch on the way. It's in there for a strike.
This is an at-bat now for Michael. You do one of two things here early in the count. You either look for the sinker running into you and you cover the ball inside, or you give up on the ball inside and you look for the cutter slider away. One or the other, because you can't cover both.
Low and outside, a breaking ball, 1-1. Cubs still looking for their first base hit against Eduardo Rodriguez. Now the big left-hander ready and delivers. Swing and a foul back. Busch got a pitch to hit.
Yep, that was the sinker. And it was left up in the zone and in the middle of the plate. Michael had a big swing but fouled it back.
Just looking at Rodriguez's 2018 season when he pitched for the world champion Red Sox. He was 13-5 that year and made 11 postseason appearances in a Red Sox uniform. 11. So that's battle tested. Here's the 1-2 to Busch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Out number 2.
Second time he's gotten Michael, and it's been kind of somewhat the same sequence. It's breaking balls away, then the sinker, and then changeup to finish it off inside.
6 strikeouts for Eduardo Rodriguez. No score, 4th inning, 2 down. And Nico Horner swings and misses.
Nico was looking for that ball inside and got a changeup. 4th inning sponsored by Access One, your Chicago technology partner for managed IT, cybersecurity, business phone systems, and internet services. Access One.
Now the 0-1 from the left-hander. Nico swings and misses.
Nico is out in front of the first changeup. And I know their plan is to pitch him inside, but he was out in front of the first change, so they went back to another one. He was out in front of that one.
The lefty is ready. The big man fires. Here's a fly ball into shallow center. Coming in and making the catch is Lawler to end the inning. No runs, no hits. Cubs still without a base hit. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Cubs nothing, Arizona nothing.
Put the ball on the ground his first time. He rips this one to right center field. That's down to the gap all the way to the wall. Sprint to third by Jordan. Wave is on. Ellie relay to the plate. It's there. It is out. What a throw. A dynamite relay.
as a third base coach, you have to understand that Ellie De La Cruz is going out there and he has some kind of arm. Look at that laser beam to the dish.
Jim Thorpe's resume reads like a work of pure fiction.
So he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He got Olympic medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon.
He's the greatest at
I thought I was an athlete, Lindsay. Thorpe finished his Major League Baseball career with the Boston Braves in 1919, where he played alongside an outfielder named Les Mann.
He invented this particular projector.
And this is not all he's done, right?
He started championing to get baseball into the Olympics. He finally succeeded for the 1936 Olympics, which was held in Berlin.
The German government had discouraged other nations from sending Jewish and black athletes.
We sent over Jesse Owens, and we sent over Mac Robinson, Jackie Robinson's older brother.
Trailblazers like Thorpe and Robinson certainly lit the way for countless others to follow.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Exciting with the Cubs. Learn more at jameshardy.com.
League Leaders are sponsored by Gusto. Hire, pay, and grow your team with Gusto. Yordan Alvarez of the Astros leading the majors in batting average, hitting .323.
First pitch to Corbin Carroll. Zach is fouled away. What else you got?
Former Cub Kyle Schwarber, the home run leader. He's got 39 bombs for the Phillies. Sal Stewart of the Reds, 99 runs batted in. That's #1 in the majors.
He is a rookie, it should be noted. Fastball in there for a strike.
And Nasim Nunez, Pat, is the stolen base leader, the Nationals infielder with 42 steals this year.
Zach, it's a 0-0 game. Good old-fashioned pitcher's duel between Matthew Boyd and Eduardo Rodriguez. Here's the 0-2 to Carroll. Curveball just missed. Looked like Marquez, the umpire, was just about ready to pump out that right arm and thought, nope, I don't think so. That was a good pitch.
It was a good pitch.
Should have been challenged.
Yeah. It was borderline up. I think Kelly had it high.
Swinging a foul back out of play.
And I think he probably had it high because Carroll's not a very tall guy, but it was right at the top of the zone.
And now the 1-2 from Boyd to Corbin Carroll. Swing and a miss. Fastball in on his hands. One of those pitches that came in and just kept moving in right under the knuckles as he took his swing.
Yeah, that's that four-seamer that Boyd can throw and get really good movement on it, running into the lefty or away from the righty. That was a good pitch. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers brought to you by Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers.
Fourth strikeout for Boyd. The batter is Perdomo. Showing bunt. Takes a curve outside, ball one. He saw the third baseman Ramirez playing deep, and he thought about laying one down, let it go. Ramirez now playing a bit more shallow at third. And the 1-0 from Matthew Boyd. Geraldo Perdomo hits a dribbler. The bat goes flying. The ball is picked up by Boyd halfway between the mound and first, and he shovels to first in time. The bat shattered. The barrel ended up near the third base coaching box. The ball dribbled to the right side, and Boyd just kept his cool and made the play.
Yeah, it was a little changeup by Matthew. Good pitch, and Perdomo puts big swing on it. But he's using a bat that's cupped out on the end, so the ball hit right in that cupped area and split the barrel in half. Kind of an odd play.
Nolan Arenado hits a smash. Pass to diving Ramirez down the left field line. Base hit into the corner. Arenado going for two. The throw to second base. He's going to be out. Beautiful throw by Tyrone Taylor. The left fielder threw a strike to Arias covering second base. Give Arenado a single. He is cut down on the 7-4 put out at second base. Great throw. No runs on a hit, none left. It's on to inning number.
field as Braden Montgomery with the catch. How about this throw to third? Yeah, buddy! Braden Montgomery, no chance for Tyrone Taylor trying to tag in advance.
I'm sure they have a scouting report, and that scouting report probably says that Braden Montgomery has one of the best right field arms in baseball.
Yogi Berra was an 18-time All-Star and 10-time World Series champion.
This is the only perfect game in World Series history. You ask him about it, and he would say, it ain't been done before, and it ain't been done since.
David Wells was perfect on May 17th, 1998. Beanie Baby Day.
It's not the pitcher that's calling the game, it's the catcher calling what pitch to throw.
Home plate is 17 inches wide. And so he said, well, if it's more than an inch, and it was a lot more than an inch, then it's an illegal bat.
Well, he is. He's out. Yes, sir. Is out. Look at this. Keep it down a little, will you, please?
Okay, Yogi.
Casey Stengel and the other touring ball players met the King of England.
Of course, with my English, we had a little trouble understanding each other.
As Yogi said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Everything Wood should be.
Hey, Cubs fans, make history with your business in the Village of Bedford Park. To learn more, contact Adam Colopy at ACOLLOPY@villageofbedfordpark.com.
Spiegel and Holmes talk Cubs baseball and Chicago sports every weekday from 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score and the Odyssey app. Top 5 Cubs and Diamondbacks are scoreless. Eduardo Rodriguez deals, and Tyrone Taylor looks at a fastball for a strike. 0-1 the count. Cubs still looking for their first hit of the ball game. They've drawn 2 walks. That's it against Rodriguez here today. The pitch. Taylor swings, loops one into shallow left, over a leaping Perdomo for a base hit. And the Cubs have their first hit of the ball game.
That's a knock. Jam shot over Perdomo. Yes, Taylor was ready for the inside pitch, but it was well inside and just kind of muscles this ball over Perdomo's head at short for a base hit.
So what a sequence by Taylor, right? He throws out Arenado at second base from left and then follows that up with a single to lead off the 5th. Pedro Ramirez at the plate, switch hitter batting from the right side. Rodriguez kicks and delivers, and Ramirez swings, pops it up foul territory off to the right. It's playable for Tawa, and the first baseman makes the catch near the coach's box. 1 away.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
So 1 on, 1 away, top 5, no score. Cubs and Diamondbacks, the rubber match. Carson Kelly will dig in. Kelly flat out to left his first time up. Right-handed batter against the left-hander Rodriguez. Taylor with good speed at first, being held on by Tawa. Throw over to first. Taylor gets back standing up.
Spiegel and Holmes talk Cubs baseball and Chicago sports every weekday from 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score in the Odyssey app.
A lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Bears, Cubs, and so much more. Rodriguez deals, and Kelly takes a cutter for a strike. 0-1.
First out in the inning, it's always sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
Kelly on the year hitting at 261. Taylor has a Steelers lead off of first. He goes. The pitch is inside. Throw to second. Not in time. Stolen base. Tyrone Taylor. That's his 3rd of the season.
Good jump by Taylor and good big lead, and it's a good pickup by UZ to see that. You know, in these ball games where there's not a lot of offense for either team, you know, little things matter. Stolen bases are one of them. And Taylor with a good jump at first to steal the bag.
So Taylor in scoring position, 1-1 the count on Kelly. Just 1 down here in the top of the 5th. Throw to second. And Taylor gets back standing up. The second baseman, Vargas, was not really near the bag.
Stolen bases by the Cubs. They're sponsored by Turo. Chicago's hometown tire. Get called safe with the Turo tires. Find yours at aturo.com.
Kelly waits for the 1-1. Rodriguez checks second. Here's the pitch. And a bouncing ball hit on the left side. It is fielded by Fernandez. He looks Taylor back to second and throws to first. Kelly's retired, 2 away.
A little high breaking ball, and it's been location at times. It's been very good for Rodriguez, and then it's been the back and forth of speed. That was the speed difference. With the slower curveball, he had Kelly just out in front.
Gabriel Arias digs in. Big right-handed batter playing second today for the Cubs. The pitch. Arias swings and misses at a change. 0-1. Scoreless game, top 5, Cubs and Diamondbacks. With Taylor at second base, 2 down. Rodriguez works on the third base side of the rubber. He looks at second and delivers the pitch. And Arias pounds it on the ground, foul off to the left. In the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, both of these starting pitchers, both lefties, have thrown the ball exceptionally well and doing it somewhat similarly. I would say Rodriguez probably pitching more inside to the righties than Boyd, but back and forth, good location for both of these guys in this first half of the ball game.
Now the 0-2. Arias swings and misses, chased a high fastball, strike 3. Taylor stranded at second base. Middle 5, no score. Cubs and Diamondbacks on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Michael Bush.
The hometown kid is heading home. For the All-Star break, that is. Tigers rookie shortstop Kevin McGonigal, a native of Media, Pennsylvania, has played his way into the Midsummer Classic in Philly. At 21 years old, McGonigal is the second youngest player in Tigers history to reach the All-Star game.
The 0-2 swinging line drive, grab for the leap by McGonigal at short, flying through the air to the glove side.
These boys are just playing baseball.
They're playing ball.
The first, that would be Mr. Tiger himself, Al Kaline, at 20 years and 205 days back in 1955. McGonigal has been everything and more for the Tigers. He was named AL Rookie of the Month back in April, and he hasn't slowed down since. McGonigal will be joined by fellow All-Star teammates Dylan Dingler, Riley Green, and Justin Verlander. For the kid that grew up going to games at Citizens Bank Park and idolizing players like Chase Utley and Cole Hamels, this is the best kind of homecoming.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Join the Cubs on Thursday, September 3rd for Hello Kitty Night. Fans who purchase tickets through Cubs.com/specials will receive a limited edition Hello Kitty Cubs plushie. As Matthew Boyd deals, Tim Tawa swings and misses a hefty cut at a fastball. 0-1, the helmet went flying. We're in the bottom of the 5th, no score, Cubs and Diamondbacks. Yeah, a Hello Kitty Cubs plushie, September 3rd. Don't miss out on this offer. Now the 0-1. Tawa whacks it foul out of play. Off to the right.
Now, can I ask you a question? It's kind of personal.
Go ahead.
Do you have any plushies at the Zaidman estate?
No, not anymore. Yeah. I did when I was a kid. Here comes the 0-2. Breaking ball high and outside, 1-2 on Tawa. A plushie is just a fancy way of saying a stuffed animal.
Yeah, right, okay.
Right? By the way, I think I rankled the Cubs manager today prior to the game.
That's nothing unusual.
So if you listen to the pregame show, I'm just going to let that slide.
Yeah,
but if you believe that's true, this is only going to add to it. So if you listen to the pregame show, you heard that I interviewed Seiya Suzuki with the help of interpreter Edwin Stanbury. Great guy.
Very good interview. Yeah.
Thank you. Wait till after this pitch. Boyd rocks back and deals. Here comes the 1-2 to Tawa. A breaking ball. It's a little high off the glove of Kelly and rolls all the way to the backstop. 2-2 the count.
So how'd you tick off our manager today going into a day game?
So we're in the dugout, and my back is to the field or the entrance from the clubhouse to the dugout. And, I'm just listening to what Say is saying and then what Edwin is saying. As Boyd works his motion and deals the 2-2. Tawa swings and misses. Strike 3. Got him with a changeup. 1 down here in the last of the 5th. The first out is sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity. Imagine that. And all of a sudden, during this interview, I feel a shadow, right? Like, when someone's right behind you. And I turn around, and it's Craig Counsell, the Cubs manager. And Say is talking, right?
Yeah.
As Boyd deals, Jose Fernandez swings and misses at a curveball. The count is 0-1. And I look at Counsell, and while Say is talking, I'm pointing to the two of them, Edwin Stanberry and Seiya Suzuki. Boyd delivers. This is bounced foul off to the right. 0-2 on Fernandez. And Counts points to Shota Imanaga, who's all the way on the other side of the dugout. He needs to talk to Shota, but the interpreter is involved in the interview that I'm doing with Seiya Suzuki. So what do? Do you cut the interview short?
That depends how much you like your job.
Well, I tell you what I did. Here comes the 0-2. Fernandez takes a changeup low. 1-2
You're
to
still
count.
on the air with us, so I'm guessing you cut it kind of short, would be my guess.
I cut it shorter than usual, but I did keep going. Although to Counsell, it must have felt like I was doing a Sports Century documentary with Seiya, which was not the case.
Well, you're still here, so that's positive.
A 1-2 is off the outside. A fastball that missed. 2-2 the count.
Walt's laughing at you, so he agrees with me.
So Counsell then, I wrapped up the interview probably a little shorter than I would have liked, but still under 4
Very
minutes,
smart.
which is very reasonable, right? Here comes the 2-2. Fernandez pops it foul out of play off to the right. Count remains 2-2. And then the interpreter, Edwin Stanberry, joined Counsell. He had his little conference with Shota Imanaga, but Counsell was a little late to his pregame gathering with the media. And Counsell apologized by saying, "Sorry, guys, Zaidman caused me to be a little late today."
Well, you better bring him coffee on Friday.
Well, you're not kidding. The pitch is whacked foul out of play off to the
Bring
right.
him that stuff Pat's drinking, because it was working for him.
Yeah, here, Craig, this is the stuff the Hall of Famer Pat Hughes uses. It's going to kick you in overdrive on Friday.
It's all good.
Now the 2-2. Fernandez hits a high chop up the middle, fielded belt high by Arias. His throw to first in time. 2 down, bottom 5. Cubs and Diamondbacks are scoreless.
2 outs here in the 5th. See if Boyd can get through this unscathed here in this 5th inning, but he has looked very strong, boy. Pitch that's really standing out to me today. His fastball is always good, but he's had good location with it, but it's been the changeup to get a lot of swing and miss and a lot of really routine ground ball outs.
James McCann at the plate. The pitch. Misses a fastball from Boyd. Clocked at 94 miles per hour. 1-0 the count. It was just off the outside near the top of the zone. McCann, a right-handed batter, open stance, hits out of a little bit of a crouch. The left-hander Boyd rocks back and deals. Here's the 1-0. That one floats into the zone for a strike, a changeup. 1-1.
That's that change. He has thrown it, and it's been effective enough. Even when he throws it up in the zone, hitters are either taking it or swinging through it.
Now the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. Fastball from Boyd. 1-2.
McCann, who doesn't play a lot, because of Moreno, their all-star catcher. He is a little in between with Boyd right now, whether he's on the fastball or on the changeup.
The pitch. And a high fly ball deep center. Crow Armstrong back at the track near the wall. Does he have a play? Yes! Makes the catch just to the left of the 413 marker in left center field. A loud out by McCann. Diamondbacks go down in order in the 5th.
Here's Devers, who drove a single into the right field corner. High drive! Right field! On a hair! He got that one, folks.
And he was sitting dead red. He beat him on a breaking ball his first at bat, and the tip-off was that Burns threw him a changeup. The rest of the at bat, he's sitting on one pitch, and he got it in a 2-strike count. And that's home run number 27. And that was a big boy.
It's 5-0.
Right back to the mound. Good stab by Mulholland. The throw, what? He underhanded in his glove. The ball stuck in his glove, and that's why he ran so far to first he couldn't get it out. And then he attempted to lob it with his glove hand, and the glove went with it. And Brindley caught them both. This is a classic.
Since 1970, Pete's has grown to become Chicagoland's largest family-owned and local-operated grocer. Known as the king of fresh produce, Pete's also offers top-quality meats featuring certified Angus beef and USA Prime pork, incredible delis and bakeries, and their famous hot food bar, made fresh every day. Visit your local Pete's Market for an unrivaled fresh shopping experience. No one does fresh like Pete's.
Cubs fans, it's Pat Hughes. To ensure that your business goals get across home plate, consider relocating to the Village of Bedford Park. Learn more at villageofbedfordpark.com.
Pete Crow Armstrong is on deck for the Cubs. Who's on Deck is sponsored by Timber Tech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com. Cool.
And the 6th inning, it's sponsored by Yuengling. See what's on tap here. Yuengling Flight, the next generation of light beer. And so far, Pet, there haven't been many balls in flight, period. I mean, at all. It's only been 3 hits in the ballgame through the first half of the game. Cubs need to launch a couple here. That may get the Chicago Cubs crowd here in Arizona back cheering a little bit.
Pete Crow Armstrong will lead off this 6th inning. And the first pitch, line drive down the right field line, fair ball. It's going into the corner. Pete is thinking a double. Stand-up double to lead off the inning. So Pete has a 2-base hit, his first hit of the series. Let's see if that sparks a rally.
Now Pete goes out and hooks this off-speed pitch, thinks a little slider, and hooks it and hits it off Tawa's tip of his glove, goes down in the corner. I will say this, Carroll got to that ball really quickly. I thought that had 3 written all over it, but Carroll did a good job of getting that ball in.
Doubles by Cubs batter, sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Reliable, comfortable, convenient. Southwest just makes sense. Seiya Suzuki, the batter. Cubs have a good scoring chance already with a leadoff double by Pete. His first hit in 11 at-bats in the series. And let's see if he can score the first run of today's game. The 0-1 from Rodriguez to Suzuki. Bounced slowly. Pete's going to advance to third. The play by Fernandez, the third baseman. Gloves it, makes a running throw to first in time. Pete read that one nicely. Ron took off, knew that he could get there, and now a man at third with only 1 away.
Yeah, excellent base running by Pete. A little on the risky side because that was very close to being interference of him running into the third baseman. And he just was able to get around him on the inside part of the infield, not behind him. So now Diamondbacks will play the infield in.
RBI chance for Alex Bregman, and he will take a strike. We're getting close to a station ID. Let's make sure we have time for one before we throw it to an ID, because this is a very important moment in this game. 0-0. 6th inning, a runner at third. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Now Bregman really has to put this ball in play, Ron.
Yeah, 2 fastballs inside at top of the zone. Took the first one, and then that one right underneath his hands. Excellent pitcher's pitch.
The big man working from the windup in this spot. And the 0-2. Bregman takes inside. Pete Crow Armstrong at third base with 1 away. Bregman trying to give the Cubs the lead. And the 1-2 to Alex. Fisted foul out of play. 10 for ID. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's teams on The Score. Middays with Rahimi and Grody, 10 to 2, WSCR, WSCR-FM, and HD1 Chicago, an Odyssey Sports station.
Potential turning point right now with a man at third. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and popped up. Shallow right. Carroll, the right fielder, coming in. Tagging at third is Pete Crow-Armstrong, but he cannot score as the ball just was not hit deeply enough. Pete now talking with Quentin Berry, the third base coach, as if to say, you know what, maybe I should have tried to score on that one.
Yeah, I think that you go back and you tag on this play in hopes that one of the infielders catches this ball. But Carroll did a very nice job. He came way in to get that ball, and once he makes the catch, that shuts everything down. If the infielders would have caught that ball, one of them, Pete would have tagged and tried to score.
Now it's 2 outs for Michael Busch. Lefty against lefty. Michael has struck out twice. Scoreless game, 6th inning. And the 1-0 pitch on the way. Inside near the knuckles. With him making these pitches out of the windup, I'm keeping a close eye on Pete Crow-Armstrong. Especially since the third baseman, Fernandez, is a good 15 feet away from the bag, Ron.
Yeah, Pete's not giving it much thought about trying to steal home.
2-0 pitch inside, 3-0.
They're going to challenge this ball strike call. Ball strike challenge, sponsored by Northwestern Medicine.
And it was a strike.
There haven't been many ball strike challenges today at all. I think both catchers feel good about Marquez's strike zone today. He has been very good.
2-1 on Michael Busch. From the windup, Eduardo Rodriguez, as Pete bluffs down the line, and the pitch outside.
That's got to be a balk, right? That's a balk. He came out of his windup and threw home. That's got to be a balk.
Time call.
Counts
Craig
is coming
Counsell
out.
Says, wait a minute.
You can't do that. Yeah.
Wait a minute. The umpires are going to get together here, Ron.
Yeah, this is going to be a run. Pete is going to score. This is going to end up being called a balk because he came out of his windup, to your point, and quick pitch then because he saw Pete taking off. This is going to be a run for the Cubs.
Haven't seen a replay just yet.
Correct. That's the one thing. But it was totally different. See, and he steps and then throws. That's a balk. I'm going to guess that is going to be a Cubs run. I really believe so.
Almost looked like he came off the rubber for a split second as well. Pete Crow-Armstrong bluffing. We were noticing, Ron, he was working from the windup. It made sense that why not bluff and try to do something? You got 2 outs. You got nothing to lose.
Yeah. Now, is this reviewable? Is the other question.
After crew consultation, it's determined it is not a balk.
And now Craig Counsell is going to run out and say, you need to explain this to me. Pete Crow-Armstrong is furious. He's yelling, and he's being restrained by Quentin Berry.
Yeah, Pete's got to stay in the game. Yeah, he's got to stay in the game, that's for sure. He can't. Manager, coach gets kicked out, but you can't have your top player get kicked out of the game. Yeah. But I understand Pete's hot. He did exactly what he tried to do, and then they didn't call it. Yeah.
Craig Counsell now out talking with Pete Crow-Armstrong. He's more concerned about Pete than he is arguing with the umpires. You got to keep Pete in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. That's first and foremost. And now Counsell's talking to Alfonso Marquez, and Alfonso Marquez gave Pete an answer, or gave Counsell an answer, and Counsell saying, what you're saying is wrong. That constitutes a balk. I'm 100% sure of that. And Counsell can't believe it. I'm with Counsell on this one, 100%.
And if they would watch the replay, they would agree with Counsell.
Yeah, I think so.
Why, in this day and age, Ron, with all the technology available, are plays like this not reviewable? Nobody's ever explained that to me properly.
I 100% agree. This should be a reviewable play. Yeah, he changed his motion to throw home with Pete stealing home, and that has been a balk since the beginning of baseball.
Ready for the resumption of play. A curveball swung on and missed. Pete still at third with 2 outs. The count now 3-2 on Michael Busch. No score in the game.
The other thing about that play is that very well could have been a catcher's balk too. A catcher can balk by him standing up and getting out of the catcher's box before the ball's delivered.
It's a great point, Ron.
And
Absolutely.
Finally seeing a replay from the center field camera all the way to seeing home, there's 2 plays that you could call this on. Because McCann looking down to third, he sees Pete take off. He hops up, and he is out of the catcher's box. That's definitely a balk.
Busch gets ball 4. First and third, 2 down. 6th inning, 0-0 game. And Nico Horner trying to come through. Eduardo Rodriguez deals. Nico takes very high, ball 1.
Here's where the Cubs need a big swing of the bat from Nico with 2 outs. Well, an extra base hit would be huge here.
Nico today has popped out and flied to center. Here comes the 1-0. Nico pokes it foul. Looked like he took a shot at right field. Rodriguez at 86 pitches for the day.
He has thrown the ball exceptionally well. Nico got a pretty good pitch to hit at last pitch. He tried to inside out it, as you said, but just underneath and fouled it off.
2 outs, 2 on, no score, 6th inning. The 1-1 pitch to Nico. Line foul, out of play, and it's 1-2.
This will be a play that fake steal a home by Pete that the umpires, I'm sure, will go back to their locker room after the game and look at that play. And I think they're going to say that was a mistake.
And I still say every play should be reviewable. Why not?
Yeah, if you're even allowed to review ball strikes, why not a play like that?
Now the set for the 1-2. Nico gets jammed and fouls it away.
Nico does not want to get beat by the changeup, so he is letting that ball carry, and he's fighting off the fastball in so he can still be on that change down and away.
Scoreless game, 6th inning. Men at first and third, 2 down. A ball and 2 strikes on Horner. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cubs don't score. Quentin Berry walking with Pete Crow Armstrong, making sure that Pete.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Steve Hamilton pitching. Oh, there's the volley floater, and it falls back and lifted to the crowd. And he says, all right, maybe I'll do it again. Yeah, here it is. Look at it. And he fouled it again. And Michael takes the catch. And Tony Hawk throws his hands in the air. And listen to this crowd go wild.
Do you see yourself maybe one day after baseball, like maybe food critic, food writer?
I would love to do that. That's the plan. I've been doing it ever since I was in the big leagues. It's just fun. It's fun to interact with people, like the fans, because a lot of my followers are baseball fans.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice to interact with them on a topic that's not baseball. A lot of people seem to rally around that. I mean, who doesn't love good food?
Ask Lakeview Insurance Agency in Chicago and Lakeview if auto owners make sense for you.
Apply today to Illinois State University. With locked-in tuition, automatic scholarships, and strong earning potential, get real return on your investment. Take the first step at illinoisstate.edu.
Still 0-0, bottom of the 6th inning with Ron Coomer, Pat Hughes in Phoenix. Zach Zaidman working alongside. Our engineer is Walt Ellis. Scoreless duel. Matthew Boyd going to work on Jordan Lawler, who bounces one foul toward third. 1 ball and 1 strike, leading off this 6th inning. Each team with a win. Cubs capturing the opener 7-0. Lost a tough 5-4 decision last night. And no score today. 6th inning. Fastball just missing. And the next offering, lifted to right, pretty well hit. Back toward the wall is Suzuki at the wall. That's a home run. Jordan Lawler, or rather Ryan Waldschmidt, with an opposite field home run. I had it right the first time. Jordan Lawler with an opposite field home run to right. And Arizona takes a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, he gets that pitch up and away, and he gets on top of it. Yeah, and that had that trajectory where he backspun that ball the other way, and it just kept carrying and just clears that right field wall.
And the batter is Ryan Waldschmidt, and he'll take the first offering from ball 1. For Lawler, his 3rd of the year, opposite field home run, his 8th RBI. 1-0 Diamondbacks. And a swing and a foul back by Waldschmidt.
Boyd now at 86 pitches in the game. So both starting pitchers are closing in on their probably last innings.
Outside the number 9 hitter, Waldschmidt. Waldschmidt had a base on balls his first time. Here's a drive to right. This ball is well hit, but it's playable for Suzuki. In relatively deep right center, makes the catch, and that's out number 1. No game for the Cubs tomorrow. They'll take the day off in Chicago. And Wrigley Field, the place to be on Friday afternoon, a 1:20 ball game. David Peterson against Rhett Lauder, Cubs and Reds, and then Saturday afternoon at 1:20, Kevin Gausman against Andrew Abbott. Here's a line drive down the left field line. That's a foul ball off the bat of Ildemaro Vargas. And then the Sunday finale at 2:40 in the afternoon. Shota Imanaga against Chase Burns. Burns has quietly been a magnificent pitcher this year for Cincinnati. 14-3 with an ERA of 2.77. Now Matthew Boyd working on Ildemaro Vargas. This ball is way outside, 1-2. I had a copy of the 2026 baseball rule book. I gave it to Zach. We just didn't have time during the commercial to look it up. But it seems to me, Ron, there's some rule in there regarding the pitcher's windup. A chopper to short fielded by Horner. He'll throw to first in time. Something along the lines of if he speeds up his delivery in the middle of a windup because of something that a base runner is doing, it can be considered a balk.
Right, absolutely.
Does that sound familiar?
Yes, it does. Absolutely, 100%. And then the other thing is the catcher cannot leave his box before the pitch is thrown. And that's exactly what happened with McCann. He was barely behind home plate, so to speak, before the ball was even delivered.
Here's Corbin Carroll checking and no swing.
Take another look. I thought he went. Oh my gosh, that wasn't even close.
Third base umpire missed that call. Malachi Moore. That should have been a strike. Bounced slowly up along first. Boyd will tag the runner going by. Good play by Matthew. One unassisted. Carroll is out, number 3. But the Diamondbacks get a run on the home run by Jordan Lawler. As we go to the 7th inning, it's 1-0 Arizona over the Cubs.
The newfangled idea of the time was night games, and teams thought that the shiny material of satin would reflect the stadium lights better. But satin comes with all kinds of issues. Despite all its drawbacks, this shiny material really does create a show-stopping jersey.
And the payoff. High fly ball. Deep right center. Oh, way back there. See ya. That is about as long a home run as you are going to see. A solo blast by Rice, and it's 3-1 Yankees.
That deserves a Phil Rizzuto. Holy cow. Couldn't even see where that landed. It went so far.
I think that might have cleared the seats, David, and landed in that pavilion.
I think you're right.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Back in the game with North Shore Adult Diapers at northshore.com.
Top of the 7th inning here in Arizona. It's the Diamondbacks with a 1-0 lead over the Cubs. The 7th inning is sponsored by the Volvo XC90. Room for everyone, ready for wherever the road takes you. Pat?
Tyrone Taylor will lead off this inning and take a strike from the left-handed starting pitcher, Eduardo Rodriguez, still in the game. He is at 90 pitches, however, and the bullpen is getting ready behind him. Here's the bouncing ball to third, wide of third, gloved by Fernandez. The throw to first in time. Taylor is out, number 1, and it brings up the Cubs' third baseman, Pedro Ramirez. It's 115 degrees outside in Phoenix right now. We are playing indoors, thankfully, where it's 76 degrees. And the batter is Pedro Ramirez. Cubs are down by a run, 7th inning. Here's a swing and a foul back out of play. Take a look at a little baseball history as we move along here in this 7th inning. Next offering missing outside for a ball. This date in baseball history brought to you by villageofbedfordpark.com. It's time to make history for your business in Bedford Park. The 1-1 roll toward third. Another routine play for Fernandez, and that's out, number 2. 2 gone, and the batter Carson Kelly.
I was reading some of the rule book here over this last and there's none of it that in the page that Zach is just, that the one thing that you would read and think it does, but it says the set position. The pitcher was not in the set position. He was in the windup, and he changed the windup. So I've not seen anything yet in the rule book. I'll look again after the inning. But they do not, there's nothing that's specified anything about the windup that I have read so far. And it just goes back to what we have always thought. You can't change your windup mid-windup to deliberately throw home if a guy's stealing home. You got to continue your flow of the windup. That's the way I always remember the rule.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
Right.
Also, in thinking about it, it looked like he took his foot off the rubber completely and then put it back on in the middle of the motion, and I don't think that's legal.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Kelly waits. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Carson. He fouls it away off to the right out of play.
Now, in reading the rules about the catcher balking or the balk going to the pitcher, but the catcher doing it, the catcher has to leave the catcher's box entirely before the pitch is delivered. And as much as I thought McCann did that, he did not. He left the area, but I think his right foot was still like right at the line. So he was not entirely out. And I think that's just him getting lucky, actually, that he didn't, if it's 3 more inches the other way, he's out of the box.
Kelly takes inside for a ball. It didn't miss by much. 2-2.
Needless to say, it didn't help the Cubs in any regard.
And now the 2-2 pitch. Down low, 3-2.
Whatever response Craig Counsell got from Alfonso Marquez, the home plate umpire, he didn't like it.
Yeah.
That I know.
Yeah, that's
he
a,
didn't
that's
like
a
that
given.
answer.
100 pitches now for Rodriguez. And the next pitch fouled away, so he's near the end of his day. A right-hander ready to go. In fact, I would think if Kelly gets on to extend this inning, it might be against another pitcher.
Yep. They've got a right-hander warming up in the bullpen, and he's ready.
The pitch by Eduardo Rodriguez. Kelly fouls this one away.
Murillo is warming up in the bullpen for Arizona, right-hander.
This date in baseball history, the great 39-game hitting streak of Paul Molitor came to an end on this date in 1987. He was playing for Milwaukee at the time.
And you were covering him, right?
He was in the on-deck circle. I called the last play of the game. It was a base hit by pinch hitter Rick Manning that drove in the only run in a 10-inning game. And the fans at County Stadium actually were booing.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to see Molitor bat. He was in the on-deck circle.
Right.
And then they realized it's a game-winning hit for Milwaukee, and then they started cheering. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kelly is out on strikes. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is 1-0 Arizona on the score.
It is gone! Big-time career milestone. That's his 200th career home run.
8th strikeout for Cole. Garrett Cole, 6 innings of 1-run ball. He gets the win.
Garrett Cole was on top of the O's lineup all night long.
And a swing and a miss, strikeout number 11. 96 pitches, 201 strikeouts now on the season. Man, what an afternoon for Gavin. He is tied for the league lead in Ks.
Zach Neto has an RBI once again from the cleanup spot.
He's been Magneto all night long.
And Zach Neto has driven in 7 tonight.
7th heaven.
Got him swinging. That's the 2000th strikeout in his big league career.
What a legacy as a strikeout pitcher in this game.
I want to ask you about food. What is something that you have to eat to beat a judge?
Oh, Aaron Judge! Send him to Monument Park now!
We got some good chefs in New York. They've been cooking up some nice chopped cheeses, and that kind of, it gets you, yeah. I don't know if I should tell the kids that they should be eating chopped cheese before a game.
Before the game, probably steak. That's usually what I go to.
I like a steak, no vegetables.
No vegetables?
No vegetables.
No, is it straight protein?
Yeah.
At your locally owned retailer. Visit BenjaminMoore.com today.
All reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Pat?
Trent Thornton is the new man on the mound for the Cubs. Cubs pitching change is brought to you by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at Sloan.com. 1-0 Arizona leading. Bottom of the 7th inning, Thornton will try to put a 0 on the board as he delivers his first pitch of the afternoon. It's a called strike. Quality start by Matthew Boyd, but he's on the hook for the loss at this moment. He did pitch well. The only blemish, a home run by Jordan Lawler opposite field in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here comes the 1-1. Bouncing ball foul by the left-handed batter. Perdomo has singled and grounded out. George Brett, this date in baseball history, 1980 was 5 for 5 for Kansas City, raising his average to .407. Fastball is high. I remember that. Everyone thought he was going to actually hit 400 or better to become the first man since Ted Williams in 1941, but it was not to be. Here's the line drive, base hit to right. Over the head of Arias. Leadoff single for Perdomo, and the batter is Nolan Arenado.
Now line drive just over the reach of Arias going into right field.
George Brett finished that 1980 season hitting .390.
How about that? Oof.
Ron Santo collected career hit number 2,000 on this date at Wrigley Field, a 10-inning game against the Giants. Fastball is high. In that same game, Billy Williams had 5 hits, including 2 home runs. And it reminds me that Ron said he and Billy were very good friends, but they also were always kind of challenging each other and trying to outdo the other, which raised both of their games to higher levels.
Yeah, great competition. There's no doubt that happens every day when you got great players on a team.
1-1 on Arenado. Check swing foul back, 1-2. Cubs outfield deep straight away against Arenado. He is 1 for 2 in the game and 1 for 9 in the series. Fly ball, playable. Shallow center. It's a pop fly, really. And Horner on the edge of the outfield grass lets it drop and then throws to second. So Perdomo, a much quicker runner than Arenado, is out on the 6-4 fielder's choice, and that's very quick thinking by Nico Horner. His head is always in the game.
It's a great play by Nico, that's for sure. And this is going to be a force out at second. And the other thing about this play is it's a much easier play when you're playing on the turf because you know what the ball's going to do. It bounces, comes straight up. On natural grass, you're not always sure what it's going to do. But that's a good play by Nico. Now Arenado, much, much slower runner than Perdomo.
Tim Tawa, the batter. It's little things like that that sometimes can make a big, big difference in a game. Fans are still kind of buzzing. And now the 1-0, the runner goes. Arenado trying to run. The ball is popped up into shallow right. Suzuki coming in. Arenado hustling back to first. The catch is made, and that's out number 2. Almost like Arenado is saying, oh, you think I can't run, huh?
Arenado's, he's been embarrassed a little bit today. That's why. He hit a ball down the line, a for sure double, and he didn't run around first base. He was jogging going into second, and Taylor threw a strike and threw him out by a couple steps. And now this play by Nico where you get Arenado on, and he's a little upset, and he tried to steal a bag.
Jose Fernandez, the batter, takes inside.
I kind of hope he tries again because I like the Cubs' chances of throwing him out.
He does not run as well as he used to, and he was never really a speed demon to begin with. Curveball strike, 1-1. He could certainly play some third base, though.
Oh, great player.
One and one on Fernandez. And the pitch on the way from Trent Thornton. It's a curveball missing down low.
A little breaking all right at the bottom of the zone. I think a delayed call by Marquez. He called it strike.
Again, Arizona currently in fourth in the wild card chase in the National League behind the Cubs, Phillies, and San Diego. Here's a swing and a miss, and that's strike three. Inning over. Good job by Thornton. We go to the eighth inning. Cubs need to rally. They trail 1-0 on the score, and
the first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
With the Cubs. Learn more at jameshardy.com.
Cubs down 1-0 here in Arizona. Game's getting late. Top of the eighth inning. And this eighth inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids. 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars Dedicated. Donate your car today, Patrick.
New pitcher in the game run on the mound for Arizona, Brandon Garcia. Gabriel Arias leading off this eighth inning. The big left-hander's first pitch of the day is taken outside. 7 shutout innings of 2-hit ball for Eduardo Rodriguez today. It's his game to win. Cubs have other ideas. Let's see if Arias can get on base. He hits a high pop fly foul. Might be playable. Left side over near the stands, and that ball is going to be out of play. There's quite a bit of room in foul territory space here. And that one almost stayed on the field of play.
Yeah, that ball's hit a mile in the air. I thought it might have a chance of hitting those beams going across. It did not.
Quality start by Matthew Boyd today. Sponsored by Benjamin Moore. Start your next project with quality paints from Benjamin Moore. Here's a foul back and out of play. Official paint of the Chicago Cubs, Benjamin Moore. And with the opposition using a new man on the mound in this eighth inning. Pitching changes by the opponent, sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Cubs and leader in smart water. Smart water. I'll get back to this in a minute. Bounce back to the mound, fielded by Garcia, and he throws to first in time, and that's going to be out number 1. Arias bounces back to the mound. It's sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at Sloan.com. Pete Crow Armstrong at the plate, facing the left-hander. One away, 8th inning. Cubs are down by a run. Pitch to Pete. Fastball strike. Pete questioning gently. The call by Alfonso Marquez, the home plate umpire.
That ball was quite a bit high out of the zone.
The 0-1, a swing and a bouncer foul. 0-2. Cubs trail 1-0. 8th inning, 1 down. Pete doubled his last time up, his first hit in the series. Let's see if he can get a hold of one. In this at-bat, it's 0-2 on him. And the pitch high and inside. As he's gained more and more experience, he gets more and more hits with 2 strikes on him.
Yeah, he's done a very good job of not chasing balls out of the zone.
And now the 1-2. Low and outside, 2-2. Now the big left-hander ready for the 2-2 pitch. And Pete takes inside. It almost hit him. And the count now 3-2.
Yeah, it was sinker inside. They're staying in on him with hard stuff in and then a little spin away. I would guess this will probably, if they could spin one away for a strike, that was what they would want to do to him.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
That little cutter away, Pete put a pretty good swing on it, but just comes up empty on this cut fastball.
2 down, nobody on. Seiya Suzuki, the batter. Cubs trail 1-0, 8th inning. Seiya will take a strike.
Here's where, if you're Seiya, you're looking for a ball you can drive and hit out of the ballpark.
Garcia's been in 44 games, all out of the bullpen. 2.43 ERA. Next pitch missing the inside corner. Third and final game of the series, final meeting of the regular year between the two teams. Cubs have won 4 of the first 5. Need to rally today. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. And Seiya takes a strike. He's going to challenge that call. He thought it was either high or outside.
Yeah. Ball strike challenge sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. See where they got this pitch. Yep.
And it was outside. Outside by about 1.5 inches. 2 balls and a strike on Seiya. Brandon Garcia delivers. Outside, 3-1 with Bregman on deck.
Now here's where you got to be ready to look to pull something and see if you can hit one in the seats.
3-1 pitch. High ball 4. He walked in. Interesting run. Nobody throwing in the bullpen. So Garcia now has faced the required number of men, 3. But nobody throwing in their pen.
No, they're going with Garcia, and now catcher McCann going out there to talk to him, and same thing with the entire infield, and that's probably coming from the bench to see if they can get somebody up, but nobody's really bouncing around in that Diamondback bullpen, so I think this is just McCann as a veteran catcher going out there and talking to his young left-handed pitcher.
Bregman is 0 for 2. Twice he flied out to right. He also had a base on balls. Walks by Cubs batters. Sponsored by It'sNotAGameIllinois.com. Remember, a walk is free, a DUI is not. Drive sober or get pulled over. All right, Bregman steps in. Tying run at first. Alex takes a strike on the inside corner.
But that pitch was inside. Ball strike challenge sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. See where this pitch is.
It is a strike. 0-1 on Bregman. He's got 19 home runs. He would love to get a hold of one right now. Here comes the 0-1. And he hits a fly ball to left. It's playable for Waldschmidt, and he makes the catch. Cubs don't score, leave one. In the middle of the 8th inning, it's Arizona 1 and the Cubs nothing.
Marsh comes in, makes the catch. He plucks it right off the top of the grass. And diving catch, Reynolds. Speared by Bradley.
What a catch by Tom.
Wow, what a grab. Willie Mays style. Valtero will come in, slide, and make the catch. Oh, man.
Oh, diving stop by Bregman. Throw to first in time.
Nico in time. Sensational. He made the catch. Wow, he caught it. What a play. Makes a terrific catch right in front of the garage door.
And a leaping grab there by Lars Nootbaar up against the Green Monsters.
Great pick by Stewart. He can play some defense, too.
Diving into a catch is Barry Kono.
He made the catch. Oh, what a play. He climbed the wall.
Diving stop Jimenez. Back to his feet and on to first in time.
Neto, another diving stop. His throw to first. He robs Alvarez.
A diving play by Masayo, and he gets the out at the bat.
Wonderful grab.
What a catch by McCarthy. Moniak on the run, sliding grab, and he can't get it. It rolls up the line.
Well, a bloop single and now a bloop double. You see him just slip right off the bat.
Clean up on base number 1.
Lourdes throws the pineapple up the line. What is going on down here? Back in the produce section. That's good.
How about that? Myers went all the way to the 380 mark. He had that in his glove. Wow.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
And locally operated grocer. No one does fresh like Pete's.
Time to check the out-of-town scoreboard, sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app. Save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Kyle Schwarber, a 3-run home run for Philadelphia, his 40th of the year. Phillies leading the Mariners 6-0 now. Top of the 6th inning in Seattle. Whole bunch of other games in progress as we speak. We'll get to them momentarily. Pat?
Okay, Zach, bottom of inning number 8. Ryan Zefferjohn, the new pitcher for the Cubs. Pitching changes by the Cubs, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. First pitch to James McCann is fouled away.
Tough plays of the game. That's sponsored by Loyola Medicine. Loyola Medicine defines tough. That last put out that Boyd made, catching that ground ball and tagging the runner. That'll be our tough play of the game. That definitely wasn't an easy play.
Here's a foul at the plate, and the count now 0-2.
And do you have any thoughts on the catch of the game? I can't really, nothing really stands out for catch of the game. But it's sponsored by Catch Des Moines, Patrick. That play is a real trip. So is Des Moines. It's a trip. Make it yours at CatchDesMoines.com. Any thoughts?
I'll tell you what, it was not a catch. Here's a line drive base hit into left center. Over to pick it up is PCA. And it's a base hit for James McCann. And he's at first. Cubs trail by a run, bottom of the 8th inning. How about the smart thinking by Nico Horner? It wasn't a catch, but he let the ball land and was able to throw to second, taking a quicker runner off the base pass.
Yeah, no, that's a great play. Good call. I like that.
In our Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game, Ron, you were the winner. You guessed 24,000. And you were off by not much, 24,297, the actual figure. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. The runner goes, the pitch, ground ball, base hit into right field. Very nice execution. Jordan Lawler, a ground ball single, putting men at first and third with nobody out.
It's one of those plays, just knowing your personnel. McCann does not run well, but gets good break off first. And just understanding that your hitter at the plate, Lawler, can handle the bat. And he just inside out, it's just a little 15-hopper through the right side that's been vacated. And now Arizona with first and third and nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th.
Cubs are going to bring the infield in. They trail 1-0. Ryan Waldschmidt at the plate. The runner at first goes. Here's a fly ball to right. The catch is made. The throw to first base. And that's going to be a double play. But tagging up and scoring on the play is the runner, James McCann. Strange play. It's a double play. But a man scores after the grab of the fly ball in right. I don't think I've ever seen that play before.
I have not. It's a very odd play, and the question to me is, does the hitter get an RBI on that play? Because it's, of course, out on the bases outside of the tag up. So I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. The Diamondbacks scored the second run, even though the Cubs do turn a double play.
Lawler, the runner at first, was running. He was almost at second base when Suzuki made the catch. Lawler tried to scamper back to first. Here's the ground ball to first, fielded by Bush. Underhand feed to the man on the mound, Zephyr-John, and that ends the inning. Arizona gets a run. They lead 2-0. We go to the 9th.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
To build this for them and spend the last year of coming up with this concept and getting it off the ground and getting everybody here, it just feels really good to have everybody coming and experiencing the thing that we've been working so hard on. To be able to take the experiences of Comic-Con and add that to a card show just is really fulfilling, because as somebody who grew up going to card shows and still goes to the same card show in the same church basement in Trumbull, Connecticut every month, it's great. Card shows are amazing, but to be able to add all of this experience is what makes this great.
Goes right side again. Kurt Schilling with another base hit. McGee tries to throw now. Oh my God! It hit him right in the head. Are you kidding me? It hit Kurt Schilling right in the head. He never saw it. McGee came up throwing. Schilling kept running. He never saw it coming.
You can see the mark of the ball on the helmet.
Oh, brother.
Sense, reliable, flexible, enjoyable. We're full of ibbles and obbles and proud of it.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Top 9, Diamondbacks 2, Cubs nothing. The 9th inning is sponsored by Circa Resort and Casino. Get ready for the time of your life. CircaLasVegas.com. Pat?
Juan Murillo, the new right-handed pitcher for Arizona, fires a strike to Michael Bush. Cubs are down by 2. Cubs with only 2 hits today. Let's see if they can rally in the 9th. And Bush will hit a high pop fly, playable. The third baseman, Fernandez, right near the bag, will make the catch. Out number 1. Please stay tuned for Zach's postgame show, the Old National Bank. Cubs radio postgame show, the official bank of the Cubs radio network.
First out, sponsored by Xfinity. Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
Cubs need a base runner, and they need one right away. One down in the 9th inning. Trailing 2-0. Nico Horner at the plate, and he'll take a strike. Ron, it's time for you to think about the Benny's Beverage Depot Toast of the Game ball player. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Yeah, we got it. It's Matthew Boyd. 6 innings, 3 hits, only 1 run. That was the home run to Lawler. Opposite field shot.
Bouncing ball to first. Tawa feeds the pitcher on the bag. Out number 2.
So Matthew will be our toast to the game ball player. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Meat of the Order is hitting. Meat of the Order is brought to you by Pete's Market, Chicagoland's largest family-owned and locally operated grocery.
Cubs are down to their last chance. Ian Happ is going to pinch hit for Tyrone Taylor. Happ needs to get on to keep the Cubs alive.
There you go. One of the best eyes on the team. So Ian is going to do his very best just to try to get on base.
2-0, low-scoring game today. Great pitchers duel between Matthew Boyd and Eduardo Rodriguez. Ian Happ waiting for the 0-1. Fastball away. I'm thinking about the controversial play involving Pete Crow Armstrong bluffing a steal of home back in the 6th inning.
Call confirmed. Arizona has 1 time remaining.
Ball strike challenge sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. Go ahead, partner.
I was going to say I'm not sure if we've heard the last of that play.
We have
just yet.
not. I actually text one of the umpires. It's Mark Carlson, our friend from.
Great umpire.
Yeah, great umpire. Mark is now, traveling around and monitoring umpires and as an advisor and doing that for the league. The ball strike challenge sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. Mark did not see it. He just got back to me quickly. He said he will look at it and get back to us as soon as he can. But I appreciate Mark doing that.
It's 1-2 on Pete Crow Armstrong. Cubs down to their last strike. Ground ball right side, fielded by Tawa. The pitcher covering. The toss to the pitcher in time. And this ball game is over. Arizona has beaten the Cubs by a score of 2-0. A 1-2-3 ninth inning for Juan Murillo. And after the Cubs won the opener, Arizona comes back to win the final 2. So the Cubs finish with a disappointing 2-4 road trip through Seattle and Arizona. The final today, 2-0 Diamondbacks. Back with the totals in a moment on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
This is your home for every pitch of Cubs baseball on 104.3 The Score and the Cubs Radio Network.
Man, with these Bosch lasers, I can knock out the job. You tell him, champ. Who are you? I'm your inner Bosch. My inner Bosch, baby. I'm that feeling you get when you got a job on the ropes. Like a window install? One you're about to knock out with Bosch lasers. Oh, more like KO. Am I right? Was that a punchline? Sure was, Laser Man.
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
Oh, hey, Sarah. Did you hear my daughter Katie got Camper of the Week?
That's a big deal.
We got a big deal, too. Right, Mom?
Honey, shh.
What's that?
Okay, that Hyundai Santa Fe, I only paid.
Nice.
Deal's so right, it almost feels.
Talk to me.
This is called a Crawford dog. Hamburger bun.
Yes.
2 split top Angus beef hot dogs griddled on the skillet, on the plancha.
Amazing.
And then we do a bacon onion jam with Crawford Bach beer.
Pick it up like a burger.
Pick it up like a burger, and you just go in, man.
Let's go to town. Dude. Oh, best hot dog I've ever had. Best hot dog I've ever had. I love this, man.
This is how I grew up eating hot dogs.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
2-2 pitch is tanked out to left field and deep, and Daz Cameron has left the yard. Off the catwalk in the outfield.
Daz Cameron with his first home run as a Blue Jay. It is 3-1.
Welcome to the club, Daz. That's his 12th career Major League home run, and his first since June 4th of last year as a Brewer.
442-foot home run.
Up in the wheelhouse.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Delivery and professional installation.
Popped up. Long run from McMahon and Wells. Who's going to get it? Wells slides and makes the play.
Nice. Oh, what a flip from Walsh to get the force at second base. Swung on and a rocket to right. Leaping catch by Adele. Waldy has got it. Ryan Waldschmidt with another rolling grab in left field.
Nice play by Ellie De La Cruz. Tough backhand ranging to his right.
Diving stop third by Freeman. Pops up and makes a great throw. What a play by Freeman down at third.
Right center field. Bateman coming on, and it makes a sliding catch.
The Rockets are right. Coming in. Roden with the dive, and Roden is able to make that play.
Fly ball to right field to the corner.
Attorneys, this was meant to be funny, so please don't sue me, especially my friend Kenneth from Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-856-4300. That's 800-856-4300. 800-856